Welcome to Vegas Live with Ninon. And my goodness, we're right back here again. And this is it. We're at the Mariposa, by the way. The Mariposa restaurant, which obviously is in Las Vegas, and it's on, I think, Sahara and Decatur, something like that. Now, I have Mikey Jay with me. Now, Mikey Jay I have known for a long time. I think we go all the way. How long do we go back? Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Are you good?
Nervous but good.
He said, "No, he's nervous. How can he be nervous with me? I'm like the calmest thing." Well, maybe I'm not.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm not. I make people nervous. Were you what? 2017, I think, or 16? It was
Actually,
a long time ago.
Yeah, the first time we met was 2016.
Yes.
I was on tour,
Yes, that's right.
and Queen G brought me through.
How
And,
is she?
My condolences to Queen G. I understand she lost her mom.
Oh,
we
I'm
saw some
sorry. Oh, Queen G, you know me.
Yeah, but that's how we met.
Yeah. How
And-
wonderful.
And years later, we are still connected.
And we're so, well, everything, I think Vegas gives that, it gives you that sort of incredible opportunity to always connect with everybody. Although it's very big, it's very small, and it's the industry, the music industry of the
Yeah.
world. Everybody wants to come here, everybody wants to perform here. And even our show, we're doing 7 years now. Do you know that?
Congratulations.
Isn't that a bit, to stay in Vegas on 7 years is it's quite an achievement. But not because of me. It's because of the talent out there. It's because people like you, they come on my show and we promote each other and everything else is really beautiful. Now, last time you were singing and you were rapping and you're doing all that, and you were nominated for a few, he was nominated for a few awards.
I've been nominated for 2 Grammys. I've actually won 13 American Music Awards, and I've been honored 44 times now
Amazing.
for my music or my philanthropy. I was just honored in 2021 by the Radio and Records Committee, along with Cut Close, that's Keith Sweat's group, Chuck Rock, Tony Terry, Gladys Knight and the Pips, and
Amazing.
then I actually won a Journey Award at the Journey Awards last year. Dr. Sanjay Gupta, Roy Jones Jr., Stephanie Mills,
Listen to
myself,
all these names,
yeah,
holy.
Adam Lambert.
You've done
Yeah.
a lot since last time I was with you.
Yeah.
You've climbed that ladder, and it's tough to climb.
Yeah, it is.
You've got a lot of, there's a lot of competition out there, but my favorite saying is, yes, there's a lot of competition, but I'm the competition.
Compete with yourself.
Yeah, you're the competition. So
Yeah.
what do you have to worry? You don't
Yeah.
worry about anything. Nothing at all.
Nah.
Nothing.
No.
So now you're also, you were doing a lot of rap, and you're singing a lot as well, right? But
Yeah.
also you've gone in production and the movie industry.
Correct.
And so become an actor. So what have we been in? What are we doing with that?
Oh man.
How do we start? From the
Yeah,
beginning?
it's just a great journey to be a mainstream musician in the mainstream on a major level.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people thought I made a transition when actually I've always been involved in
You
film.
incorporated it.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I've always
You still sing.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I've always been involved in film. I financed film, and I was always doing cameos or
Little
features,
cameo,
like a little,
yeah.
like Stan Lee would do.
Yes.
But I get a nice little check for it,
That little check is
So
quite handy. But then you have to have the talent for the check. So I don't think the check
Yeah.
just comes in.
yeah,
You've got to have the qualifications. And you've always worked very, very hard.
yes,
You've always worked hard. And you've kind of kept yourself out of the drug field. You've kept yourself out of a lot of stuff
yes, ma'am.
that seems to ruin a lot of people in any, and I'm not talking just the music industry, in any industry.
Yeah.
And you haven't done, what's kept you out of that? Because that's kind of, a little bit on the cuffs there that it's
Yeah.
easy to get into.
Well, in full transparency, in all honesty, I've never dibbled or dabbled into using drugs. I've never drank. That's not my thing. I never smoked cigarettes. Like that's just not my thing.
That's not
you
your
know.
thing,
Nah, it's just not nowhere near none of my vices in my life.
So how have you, now did you write your own songs?
Yeah.
You wrote, so you have so all the CDs you have are yours then?
Correct. Yeah.
Wow. And how far have they gone up the charts? Have you, because obviously you won all these awards, the music's up there too.
Yeah. A lot of my awards, the Grammy nominations come from producing for Sting
Oh, Sting.
Yeah, for Sting, along with Kelly Clarkson.
Oh,
So
fabulous.
that's where the early Grammy nominations came from, and those are shared because it was a few of us. My personal awards are for my music and music that I produced. So, and I produced a lot of major artists in the music game. So,
What music do you gravitate to?
oh, that's easy.
That's a-
That's like I'm an eclectic. So I love
Okay.
rock music
Yeah.
first
Yes.
because before there was rap, there was rock. So I was
Yes.
listening to Skid Row, Metallica, Megadeth, all of those groups, Journey, White Snake. So I was listening to those groups, and then when hip hop came out, LL Cool J, Run DMC, then Wu-Tang Clan, and all those groups.
And you could adapt to the change.
Yeah.
You knew how to do that.
Yeah.
And how to keep yourself up on that top rock.
Correct. But because of my mother actually is the one that introduced me to Motown, doo-wop. I love doo-wop.
Oh,
I love
so
doo-wop.
what?
Frankie Valli and the
Yeah.
Four Seasons,
Yeah.
the Shy-Lights, the Platters.
Oh, the Platters. I love the
So,
Platters.
like,
oh,
my mom
goodness.
introduced
no,
me
hang
to
on a
music.
second. I've never heard anything about his mum, and now we've got the mum in here. Now, who? Yeah, I know. Surprise, surprise. And I love surprises. Because I don't pre-interview. I don't pre-interview anybody. I don't know what anybody does. They said, Ninon, how can you do that? I said, well,
Let
everybody's
it
doing
flow.
something. Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
And it comes out much better. Now, your mum. What gives your mum was in the business?
In her earlier life, from what I heard from family and even friends, my mother was modeling and singing, but she did a transition. She wanted to just be there for people, so she became a nurse, and then she retired as a nurse, and then I lost her in 2016.
Oh,
When
I'm
I came back from doing your show in 2000, the first time,
Yes.
I lost my mother in August when I came
Oh,
back.
how sad.
Yeah,
And you
Yeah.
were close to your mum, sounds like.
my mother was a very spiritual woman, connected with God,
Well,
of
you're
course.
spiritual too.
Oh
and
yeah,
you're
very,
connected.
very, very,
And I'm going to say it.
very.
I'm going to say that Mikey, he prayed before we came on the show because I think that's a beautiful thing. And I think that's, you're
Yeah.
asking, make sure I do everything right and I'm
Yeah.
okay and I'm in order. I don't know if you and I will ever be in order, but we try.
Yeah.
At least we try.
For me, it's not. I'm not a religious person. I'm just spiritual.
Spiritual, yeah. The same
Good
type of
energy.
thing,
Yeah.
that's all. As long as
you
we
know.
do good what's out there and we do it right and we do it good and we do whatever we can. So what are you doing right now? So you're producing or in movies?
I
Now
don't
the story
even.
starts.
I don't even know where to start. I just wrapped up a film over in 2021 called Hopeless Romantic. That's being released next month.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah, it's
Where's that being released? Here in Vegas?
I'm going city to city doing red carpet theatrical premieres.
Oh, okay.
Vegas is definitely on my list.
Yeah, I'm doing a red carpet in a few days, actually. For some, I think they're called Project 7 or something.
Well, I would definitely have you on my red carpet.
Yes, I'm going to do red carpet. Actually, I do all the interviews for the red carpet people. That's what I do.
See?
I do a lot of that. I'm out there and I interview another lot of people that I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm the woman that doesn't know anyone, and yet everybody knows me in town. So, whatever. So that's coming out. Okay.
Yeah, and that's starring Julius Dorsey as Gator, and Casey is being played by Aisha Saran,
Oh my goodness.
and Nani, who's going to have you in stitches, by the way. She's being played by Miss Donna Worsley Hines,
Okay.
and Mr. Chuck is being played by Mr. Britton Carter out of Cincinnati. And I just do a cameo. I'm not doing a full-fledged run-through of
Believe me,
acting.
a
I'm gonna do
cameo is absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, I play the
It's-
character Milwaukee James. And I have another film that we're wrapping up this Saturday called Keys and Cuffs. And
that sounds like a bit dangerous.
it is. It's a very, very important film. I play a detective.
And what? Why is it important? Is it all about the police department and everything? Or?
Yeah, but not
Because that's
on
very
a...
much in the realm at the moment.
Yeah, so basically, Keys and Cuffs is a story about the trafficking of Black American females in America, and they're being kidnapped by a Russian by the name of Ivan Petrov, played by Mr. Matthew David Garth out of Atlanta.
Okay.
And It's also touching on drugs in the black community being sold and distributed by a black crime boss by the name of Cranix, played by Britton Carter.
When you put things out like this and you name different people that are actually the real names, correct?
Yeah.
Don't you feel that maybe something would happen, or do you feel that you should be protected, or do you think that they will come after you? You don't.
No.
He's looking at me like, what kind of question is that?
No,
like,
because at the end of the day, you know, before I was blessed with my music career and now my film
correct.
career.
Yes.
I come from the street life.
So you know very well what it all is, how it is, and
I know.
what happens.
Yeah, I've
and
been there,
and you're now trying to bring it all out.
Yeah,
I think this trafficking thing you definitely have to bring out.
Yeah,
I've been actually involved with trafficking for many years with our young children and young people and everything, which is mostly girls. They do trafficking for men too, but mostly young women, and it's very sad because they don't. You know, the young girls, they have hormones as well, and they have, you know, and they catch them on that. Yes. They catch them on that hormone thing that they're transitioning from, you know, from little girls to a woman, and they've got all those hormones going. So sometimes the girls don't even know what they're getting into.
And with Keys and Cuffs, it's a few stories in one film that come crashing together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the character Cranix is in the drug business with the guy that's trafficking the females, but he doesn't know it. So I'm showing how this gentleman, this black crime boss, is supposed to be this stand-up guy, but he's a hypocrite because he's poisoning the black community. Exactly.
Other things happening, other things
exactly.
going on.
And then my character, Detective Cuffs, I suffer from untreated PTSD because my daughter got killed in a crossfire. Okay. So now I'm showing a side of a cop who has untreated PTSD.
Yes.
So he's out there doing what he's doing as a crime fighter.
So you've got like 4 or 5 different elements.
Yes, correct.
And all these elements, when you put them together,
they mesh.
They are all the same thing.
Yeah.
But in different degrees and different.
Yeah.
Isn't that sad when we think about that? When we think about the drugs, and then there's the trafficking, and then there's selling drugs, buying drugs. But they all come together. So you're bringing them all together. Is this a kind of an understanding film for the black community out there, or is it for everybody? I mean, obviously it's for everybody, but you're giving the focus on what's happening to the black community.
Yeah, Keys and Cuffs is definitely a film that everyone will be able to relate to. No matter your ethnicity, your race,
doesn't matter
you
what
will
race
relate.
you are, what you are.
You will relate.
But you are relating a lot of it that we probably don't understand or we don't see. Well, I don't see a lot of it, but only because I was in the school system a little bit. Yeah. But I understand it. And that was just any color. It didn't make any difference.
And just real fast, it shows how the Russian Ivan Petrov is using half black, half Cuban young man to do his dirty work, which was done 400 something years ago when the Europeans came to Africa, and it was our own people who gave us to the Europeans. So that's in Keys and Cuffs as well. Ivan Petrov didn't put a gun to your head.
It's also, you're just bringing this all to a surface.
Correct.
To let people understand more, rather than picking on this or picking on that.
Correct.
It's this, it's that. This is exactly how it really started. I think that's very... I think, and I also think, you know, and maybe I'm going out of the realm, I shouldn't say this, but let's just forget this color thing. Let's just forget who we are. I'm white, you're black. What difference does it all make? I didn't ask my mum and dad to be born white in England. I didn't ask for that. But it happened. And here I am.
And I'll tell your audience, I am one of the most diverse filmmakers. I have every race, every ethnicity in my films.
Good for you.
And I am not age biased. There's a lot of age discrimination going on.
Yes, there is, especially for the older generation.
Yeah, so when you see my films and...
How about with that one?
so when you see my films and you see someone in their 60s, 70s, 80s, whether they're white, black, Latino, that's because I do not discriminate against age, race, gender, sexual orientation. I am a man, a filmmaker that makes films for everyone and will put everyone who is great in my films.
Isn't that wonderful? So you and us, well, that's why we like each other. We've got a question for this. Holy moly, see? We need more people like you, Michael.
Yes.
We definitely do. Now, how can anybody get in touch with you and hold of you?
Well, before we do,
Yes.
this is the first time I'm going to make this announcement, and then I will give you my information. Ninon, you've been supporting me for a while.
Yeah.
So you're going to be the first journalist that gets to. I have just signed on to write, produce, and direct the film "Punish Her" about Big Pun and his sister and the mom. Big Pun is one of the biggest rappers who is no longer with us, and I am producing and co-directing along with Pun's sister that film.
How wonderful.
You got the announcement first.
And I get the announcement first. Isn't that amazing? See what happens? I mean, you know, the unexpected, and I never know anything that's going on. I mean, you know, obviously, but
Well,
thank you so much. That's amazing.
When you go to break, if
beautiful.
you look to your left,
Yes.
I did a casting here today, and I put Big Pun's mother on the phone with his sister, and we may have a young lady.
That lady?
Yes. She's going to be working along with us, maybe playing Big Pun's mother. Not maybe, she'll definitely be playing Big Pun's mom.
What's her name?
Stephanie.
Stephanie, come here a second. Stephanie.
So I want you all to
I
meet
know
Stephanie.
I'm going out of tack here, but that's okay. This is Stephanie will obviously be in your film.
Yeah, and I was supposed to make the
No, that's
announcement
okay,
tomorrow, but since I'm here now,
making the
Ninon got
announcer.
it.
I got the announcer.
Yeah.
That's absolutely amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations to you too, Stephanie.
So you guys can definitely.
You know something, you've got to understand in this world, you never know what's going to happen, and the unexpected happens. So I want to thank you, Mikey Jay. I want to thank you. Absolutely amazing. You are
Thank you for
absolutely
having me.
wonderful. Congratulations to everything you're doing. How can everybody reach you?
Well, y'all can reach me on my Twitter at Team Mikey J. Y'all can reach me on Instagram at Mikey J's IG, or you can just type in MikeyJay. My Facebook is Mikey J in parentheses Michael Stephen hyphenated Paul. You can just go to my IMDb Internet Movie Database at Mikey J, or just Google me. Brand new magazine covers have dropped on me. There's so much that's been going
A lot
on.
of going on,
Yeah.
but I get the first. I love it. Thank you so much, Mikey Jay. My friend forever. We will be right back with our next guest. I want to thank Social Media Shows. That is my producer, and of course, Maria Pureza is my producer. So this is all going through, you know, this particular company. She's actually taken over me. She's kind of taking care of everything I do, and it's absolutely wonderful. And with people like you, all we do is march forward. Thank you. We'll be right back with the next guest. Take care.